Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I cook my chilli. It's a really easy, low fat, it's a Slimming World chilli as well. So if you're following Slimming World, you can have this and it's completely free. And so if you're interested in how I make it, then just continue to watch.
What I like about you, so dangerous, I get this rush.
So hi everybody, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Juliette, I'm mum of 2 boys and I do 3 videos a week on all sorts. And at the moment I'm currently going through a 12-week body transformation. I will leave a link to all the videos below if you wanted to catch up on that. Okay, so if you're following Slimming World, then this recipe is completely free, but it also is a really good meal because it's really cheap. It will feed you and your family and have leftovers for the following days for lunches, and it's also freezable, so it's a really good recipe that you can make a big batch and then freeze in Tupperware. I find that this recipe that I make feeds a family of, well, me and Matt, our 2 boys, and then also lunch for the next day, and then we still have about 4 Tupperwares left over. I cook it in the slow cooker, so it's something that you can whack everything in a morning, turn the slow cooker on and then just leave it. I leave mine on for a few hours, so that is fine. I have a big slow cooker, but you can make however much you want. So I'm going to just talk you through quickly what ingredients you're going to need. For the mince, I always buy either a kilo or Tesco do a 750 gram pack. And you always just want to make sure that you're looking for 5% fat. You don't want any more than that, it has to be 5% fat. And then what else I put in there is a bag of mixed peppers. I use just a frozen bag of mixed peppers. I get these from Aldi. And they also do a bag of diced white onions, again from Aldi. Then what I put in are these. So these are mixed baked beans. You buy these from, I get mine from Tesco. Now, there are a lot of places that do them, but I think the Tesco ones taste the nicest. So I would get those, and I think they're only about 50p a can as well. So I put 2 cans of those in, and also 2 cans of chopped tomatoes, whichever chopped tomatoes you can get your hands on. So those, the mince and the vegetables are pretty much the foundation of this chilli, and then you can kind of add whatever you want to taste. So what I always put in mine is a tube of tomato puree. I also put in 4 OXO cubes because I do really like it to have a lot of flavour. And then I use a lot of cumin. I can't even tell you measurement wise because I literally just put loads in. So if you have one of those little jars, I probably put about half of one of those in. So quite a lot of cumin because I really like the taste of it in chilli. I really think it gives it that really nice taste. But you might not like that and you might want to put something else in, and that is completely fine. So you put cumin in, and then I also put chilli in as well. So chilli determines how hot your chilli is. So what I do, I put a little bit in for taste, but not too much because of the kids. But if it's just me and Matt having it, then I do put a lot more of chilli in. And there are loads more things that you can put into your chilli to taste. You add some salt and pepper, and then I'll just tell you what I eat with the chilli. So you can serve your chilli with whatever you want. Chips, jacket potato, make sure they're homemade chips. Jacket potato. I like to serve mine with rice. Now if you are doing Slimming World, you need to buy dry rice that you cook, but I love these boil in a bag rices. You can get them from Aldi, Tesco, loads of places. The only difference is instead of just being rice dry in a bag, they come in these little bags. So you just put that bag into your boiling water, and that cooks then, I think, in 10 to 12 minutes. And I just find it a lot easier because you're not going to get the worry of whether your rice is cooked properly. So I really like those. Okay, and then for cheese, I use this to grate on top. So I will show you close so you can see the packet. 50% reduced fat cheese. And I get this from Tesco. So this is a bit more than normal cheese, but it is so much better because you can have twice as much for the calories. And also another nice little tip is when you grate your cheese on the top of your chilli, use like a Parmesan grater. I'm not joking, it seems to let the cheese spread further. So by grating it really finely, it does seem to, it feels like you have more cheese. It feels cheesier. I'm going to quickly pop it in and I'll go through everything as I put it into the slow cooker. Okay, so here is your slow cooker. You want to pop in all of your mince. And then once you put your mince in, I like to just then get a spoon and break all this up. Just so it's a bit easier to stir. Okay, so once all that's broken up, you pop your beans in. So 2 tins of the mixed baked beans. 2 tins of the chopped tomatoes. Onto the bags, so a bag of the sliced mixed peppers and a bag of the diced white onions. So as you can see, this is getting quite full now. I did say it makes a lot of chilli. So now I kind of give this a little bit of a mix because I'm going to now add the spices. So it is easier to just give it a little mix first. Don't forget this reduces as well as all the vegetables cook. If you are on Slimming World, this is loaded with speed food, which is great. Okay, so once you've got that in, you want to just add now the spices and things. Here's a nice little trick with OXO cubes if you didn't know. So you actually get them from the end like that and squeeze it together. So you see how the flaps are coming up now? Squeeze it together and actually crush the OXO cube in the wrapper like so. So that then you just tear off the corner and you can sprinkle it in. Nice little trick. And I use 4 OXO cubes. You can use less and you can use more dependent on how beefy you like your chilli. You can also use the stock pots that you get from anywhere really, like the Knorr ones or Aldi do their own. You can use those, but I actually prefer OXO cubes. I really like the taste of OXO cubes or like stock cubes, so each to their own. Those are the 4 stock cubes going in, and then you want to add your spices. So like I say, this is my cumin and I put quite a lot of cumin in. And then a little bit of chilli depending on how hot you want it. And then finally I'm going to pop in some tomato puree. You can use as little or as much as you want of this. I normally use a whole tube because it's free on Slimming World and it just gives it a bit more flavour, I think. And then give it a mix, final mix. Then pop the lid on and turn it up to a high heat. One more thing that I just want to add is you don't need to put any water in this at all. Because I've used the frozen vegetables, the water out of those vegetables will be enough. And so you just literally whack everything in one pot and leave it to cook. And that is the one thing I love about this recipe so much, because I can do it like on an afternoon when Leo's at school and when Lucas is napping, and then I just put it on to cook and then it's done. And all I've got to do on the night then is cook the rice. And I can cook the rice in different stages if Leo and Lucas have their dinner earlier than me. And again, if I have it in the week, I can have it with lunch with jacket potatoes or anything I want. So literally that is it. Like I say, I love to finish it off with a sprinkle of cheese when it is cooked, because I think that I just love it that way, using my Parmesan grater, because I think it makes the cheese go a lot further. So that is how I make my chilli. I did this video because so many of you asked me to do it, so I really hope you enjoyed it. If there are any more meals you would like me to cook or show you how I cook, then I'll be more than happy to do so, because I've really enjoyed it. I might need to set my kitchen up a bit better to do it, but I've had a bit of a play around today. So yeah, if you did like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I would love to have you stick around. And until next time guys, take care, bye.